You clicked on this video for one reason, and one reason alone. Exactly, the cool ass thumbnail, look, it even has cock in the thumbnail. Isn't that funny, but also look, it even has it in the title. How wacky is that? But wacky can be the best way to even talk about this show to begin with. We have a chicken here, or as the show likes to call him, a rooster. And you know, there's even a synonym for it. It's called cock. And this cock is hard as fuck, and he is going to lay the smackdown on these beady eyes, which I am personally calling them beady eyes, and it stands for big demonic individuals. You're probably thinking, there is no way some regular ass chicken is ever gonna beat one of these things. Like, I don't smoke crack, but I might have to if I can possibly see him beating this thing. Well, my dear viewer, you don't have to smoke crack at all, because guess what? This rooster is different. He also said make sure you like and subscribe. He actually has aura. And think, when has a chicken ever had aura since Chicken Little? Think, that was over 50 years ago at this point. And please, don't fact check me because I know it's wrong, but don't fact check me, please. There is no chickens that have even came close at all. Donald doesn't fucking count. Because guess what? He's a duck. And that's all the animals I can think of right now. While looking up Donald Duck, I found out that his dad's name is Quackmore. Look, I wanted to look, bro, this motherfucker's Howard Stark, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god, bro, what? But this chicken, even at the start of the series, has a girl, showing he's on a different timing. Once again, what other chicken has done that? Chicken Little, chat. Fucking Chicken Little. And even stopping a world-killing threat. Once again, this sounds like Chicken Little. Now that I think about it, this show might be inspired by Chicken Little. But the most bizarre thing I found out about the mangaka was that his favorite parts of JoJo are part 3 and 4. This is irrelevant information, I just wanted to add some useless information on here, but yeah, he likes 3 and 4. I like 3 and 4! I like Stardust Crusaders! I like Diamond is Unbreakable! I love Dio as much as the next guy! I love Kira as much as the next guy! But part 5 and 6 were right there! They were right there! But good to know he wasn't inspired by Chicken Little, but actually his own personal chicken. Yes, his chicken did all of this. And I can only find this one Reddit comment that says, that said this, so, good sir, the world is resting on your shoulders for this take. It would be fucking hilarious if that thing exploded. Was that a fucking Star Wars sound effect? What the fuck was that? I love that the mangaka could have made this rooster a regular ass dude and it would have been so lame, but he went a unique route of making the main protagonist a chicken. Which makes it funnier, but it makes me wonder, where are all the cock jokes at? Like, literally, where are they at? Where are they at? They're writing themselves, where are they at? As I'm writing this, there's only been one episode of Rooster Fight that is dropped, and there has yet to be a cock joke. Like, not even one. And that is crazy considering the show starts off with a sex scene and ends with a sex scene. So, for me, no cock joke instantly makes it a 0 out of 10. But it does make up for it everywhere else. I'm not a big fan of CGI, and most of the show is CGI mixed with some 2D animation, but I think it works extremely well considering we have a chicken as the main character. And he has everything on a checklist to make him some broken-ass main character. First, he has aura. And that's box 1 checked off. Like, look at this and tell me it's not aura, because this is the definition right here. Second, he's got huzz. So box 2 checked. And third, he has a tragic backstory. So boom. All 3 checks are accounted for. And all these 3 checks combined together to basically make you to make you know that he is easily a top 10 fighter in the verse automatically. But I'm sure you want to hear about this sad backstory or whatever, so let me open my book. Chapter 1. The chicken or the egg? Once upon a time, a demon was once ravaging through the land of Japan, and it ends up killing his sister. And man, that's not funny, but holy fuck, that looks hilarious in CGI. I laughed. Yeah, it was me. I ain't gonna deny it. But through the absurdity of this whole thing, we just see how much the tragedy has really affected him. It makes him unlock resonance, which no, not soul resonance from Soul Eater, just regular resonance. They explain it as if the frequency of one's voice matches the wavelength of an object, it can explode. And the old man is like, what? A mere chicken can do this to a monster that big? By the way, this man just saw this chicken speed blitz this demon, and is so shocked that he can blow the demon's head off. Like, he doesn't even mention that the chicken has speed force, and it's like, of course he can do this, old man. Check out all these shots. Look how much power he's presenting off these shots alone. It's enough to make you say, wow, what a beautiful cock. The funniest thing about this whole thing is not that it's a chicken doing these amazing ass feats. Amazing ass feats. The feet is just... But his ultimate attack is called cock-a-doodle-doo. You heard me right. Cock-a-doodle do. Like, honestly, the funniest shit ever. It does kind of sound sarcastic, but this shit is actually funny. I won't lie, I read like 2 chapters ahead, so I'd have some more stuff to talk about. And I get it, puns aren't for everybody. But it works so well in this because of how already absurd everything is. Look at this panel. This panel is fucking hilarious. The beautifully drawn art, and then you have the words, "You've really ruffled my feathers now." Or even the signature cock-a-doodle-doo doggy paddle. What? It doesn't even stop at the puns, it's even the panels themselves. They're fucking hilarious. Look at this. What other series would you get this in? Exactly. There is nothing that compares to the series. It might just be that Moon Knight panel adapted into a manga, and that is perfect. Because sometimes you need some randomness in your life to just enjoy this outrageous stuff. Like, look how cool this is. It's like Spider-Man, but if they were a chicken and had a lightning sword. This is fucking awesome. The plot is pretty simple. He's on a journey to find one specific demon, the one that killed his sister. Along the way, he basically meets people with relatively sad backstories. He meets an old man who was like, "My wife used to love feeding the birds, but she's dead now." And he's like, "Damn. Me too, twin. I get that. I really get that." Or a bird that got taken from his family in Brazil. Or even a turtle who hates birds for very obvious reasons. Or even getting his own little baby Yakuza chicken. And Keiji? I probably pronounced that wrong, and I'm sorry, but that is the name of the rooster. And every time after all these little interactions, he's just like, "Thank you, goats. I have returned the favor, and I'd love to stay here, but I must return my journey to find the demon piece." The one demon that changed his life. And you're probably asking, how would he even find that one demon? Well, this demon is marked with a symbol that this cock would never forget. I don't know if that's because there's multiple demons with a mark and their marks represent how strong they are, something along the lines of the upper moon and the lower moons in Demon Slayer. But my theory is it has to be like that because during chapter 5, a man with a back tattoo turns into a demon, and guess what? When we see his back, he doesn't have the back tattoos anymore. Meaning this demon is deadass not like the others whatsoever, or the author is super inconsistent, and I doubt he is like that. Meaning this demon is just deadass a demon all the time, or he's super cracked. I don't know. And for the most part, demons also aren't just things that spawn into this world. They must be formed from humans' strong emotions. You can get this pretty early on, about as soon as episode 1, but they kind of just slap you in the face with it with chapter 5. Overall, this series in short is fucking awesome. In times like these where we gotta truly enjoy the good stuff, it really is a series that you can't get anywhere else. Literally nowhere else. And what are you gonna do? Watch Chicken Little for the 10th millionth time? Overall, Rooster Fight is a joy to watch, and yeah, I'm sorry, it did take me a really long time to name drop the title, but I did foreshadow it if you pay attention.
Flashback.
Episode of Rooster Fight that is dropped, and there has yet to be a cock joke.
End of flashback.
And I know, what a dramatic way to name drop the title of the series. But what I really do need is an explanation on the naming convention, because I get it. It makes sense. You know, because he's a rooster, and he's a fighter. But just tap into your immature brain for a second. I'm gonna need you to sit down and really think. Just think how much more funny it would have been if it was called Cockfighter. If it had this name, it would have went from a 10 out of 10 to possibly above Fearin' as the best anime of all time, statistically speaking, on my anime list, even though I do still love Fearin'. But check out Rooster Fighter. It's pretty funny. It's pretty good. And I think you can have a ball just watching it and, you know, watching this cock go crazy. Hopefully everybody did enjoy. Please like, comment, subscribe, you know, yada yada, the basic shit. And yep, goodbye.